it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're gonna be testing out the new Alien Cosmetics Lure palette. Now, I adore Alien Cosmetics. When I saw this, I pre-ordered it. Right now it's sold out, but I'm sure it'll come back. They bring palettes back quite a bit. This palette retails for $35, and then when you open her up, she looks like this. There are 5 duochromes and 4 mattes. It is cruelty-free and has a 36-month shelf life, and I am excited to play with this. As I said, I adore Alien Cosmetics. I have 2 palettes from them in addition to this, and I have 2 more on pre-order. So, and I'll probably continue to pre-order what they come out with because I really do enjoy their formula. So we're gonna start off by swatching. So the first shade is Serpent. Now this doesn't have a lot of base pigment to it, but as you can see, it's like a yellow pink duochrome, and it is that nice wet feeling. Then we have Minotaur, or Minotaur, which this is like a dirty burgundy or like a deep mauve matte. That's what she looks like. I can swatch that a little bit more. And to me, swatches aren't the end all be all at how it performs on the eyes. Isn't that gorgeous? Wipe my finger off. Then up next is my favorite shade out of the palette. This is Sphinx. And it is like a green yellow with like a neon coral base. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Man, oh man, these are so nice. Then we have Fawn, which is more of like a mustardy matte. Isn't that pretty? Basilisk, which is, look at that color. That is a, oh, it's like an emerald and a deep teal and a lime all together. So pretty. So pretty. Makes me want to cry. Not really. Then we have Centaur, which is, to me, like a dirty orange, I guess. A rusty orange. Griffin, which is like a gold with a pinky peach in it as well. See, the thing is, if you look at these, what's so nice about them is the shimmers. Then we have Cerberus, which is a black matte. Which again, sometimes these don't always swatch the best, but I've had no trouble with them on the eyes. There we go. Sometimes they just need to be built up a little bit. And a lot of people prefer that. And then last, but certainly not least, is Medusa. Look at that. Like when you see it on my finger, it definitely looks limey green, but in the pan, it has, oh yeah, see how you can see those shifts in those colors? So pretty. And then Medusa. It's like an ivy green, lime green with a little bit of purple to it. I cannot wait to get these on my eyeballs. Like, I think we're gonna do a warm look because that's where most of this palette leans. And I haven't really done a lot lately with oranges and stuff like that, or mustards. So we're gonna play. And again, I am super excited to have this. I bought it myself. I mean, I will tell you if I ever start getting PR, but at this point, you know, I just buy everything that I want. So I'm gonna grab a BK Beauty 201. Looks like this. And we're gonna go into the shade Fawn, which is that mustard shade. So see how nice that picks up on the brush. And I did prime my eyes today beforehand with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And yes, I changed my hair color. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but I decided to go dark. So it's black for now. But you know, if you followed me for a while, it does. I have so many different colors. I like changing my hair. And I always get people like, well, what if you ruin your hair? Well, then I'll shave it off and wear a wig till it grows back out. But even then, I will still continue to do, like, change it. it gets too boring for me personally to kind of keep everything the same. So as you can see how nice that is placing on the eyelids. No problem blending it out. But yeah, isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second because I hear a train coming. So the train has passed and I've just been kind of going back over and blending. So I'm gonna take a little bit smaller brush. Let's look. I just cleaned my brushes, so now my brush thingy is like completely and utterly full. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Centaur, which is that rusty kind of shade, to really kind of deepen up and define the crease a little bit more. That, you see how nice that's blending together? You can definitely see the definition of it. And that is always important to me. That is really pretty. Really, really pretty. It's been a while since I've played with oranges, or at least that's like what I remember. Oranges and mustards. I love these tones and I love them for fall and for summer because you can make a really pretty sunset eye. And if you're wondering about my earrings, I ordered a buttload of earrings from Shein, like some fun ones, since I do take a lot of pictures of my face. I was like, well, let's get some cute earrings. So these came from Shein. I was like, we're doing alien cosmetics. A 90s alien would be perfect. So I'm gonna take that same brush and we're gonna go into the shade Minotaur, which is that kind of dusky plum. And I'm just going to use that to add a little bit more definition to the crease. But yeah, you see how easy these blend? That's why I like it. They're easy, easy, easy to work with. There we go. I mean, you can easily see how these are blending, and that's part of what I do. One of the reasons why I do my videos the way that I do is so you can see a live, like me not sitting there editing out, blending. I'm gonna take the same brush and go into Cerberus just to add a little bit more depth to the outside. I always love a good dark outer corner. Smoky eyes are like a go-to for me. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. I'm going to take the same 201 brush that I used in the beginning. I'm just going to take and go over all the edges to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Looks good. So, what color do I want on the lid? Okay. Let's find a flat brush in this mess of brushes. So this is a Sigma E55, which is something I love to use to apply a shimmer. And this is the Too Faced Glitter Glue. I go through phases where I will only use shimmers with glitter glue, and then sometimes I get lazy and I'll just use a setting spray. But I always tend to prefer using a glitter glue with almost every shimmer. So I'm gonna go into the shade Griffin, which is that gold pink duochrome. And we're just gonna pat that on to the center of the eye. And it is so pretty. I'm loving how all of this is coming together. I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but to me, this is such a pretty color scheme. But I think, I mean, Serendipity, the artist, the greeny palette is still one of my favorites. So I've got that there. I'm going to take that same brush and we're going to go into the shade Sphinx. And we're going to see if we can build that up on the front portion. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Can you see? Oh yeah. Let's not get it in the crease. Let's lift my creasy eyelids. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Because I'm a green eyeshadow connoisseur. I love green eyeshadow. It's one of my favorites on myself. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate other colors. See how pretty that is and shiny? Okay, so that is the top lash line done. I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line and talk about my thoughts on this palette. So I'm back and I have the rest of my face on, so I think it looks really pretty. So what I think I'm gonna do is the shade Serpent up here in the top, this one right here. I'm gonna use my highlight brush because, you know, sometimes you just need an extra ba-bam highlight, and that is definitely an extra ba-bam highlight. I've got Melt, the Cream Sculpt Stack as my bronzer. I'm using one of the new cream blushes from Melt as my blush. I'm still testing all those out. And on my lips, I have the Rare Beauty lip balm in Appreciate, which is like a cool brown. Look how pretty that looks as a freaking highlight. You know, I tend to forget to do this, and I should do this more because they're so pretty when you do. When you use like an eyeshadow as a highlight. So at this point, I've got 2 shades that I haven't used. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something kind of smallish right here. This is the Rephr number 14, and I'm gonna go into the shade Basilisk, and we're gonna put that on the lower lash line. So you can see it picks up quite nicely on that fluffy brush. Okay, so I need something a tad bit denser. Let's go in. Okay, so this is a BK Beauty 203. Yeah, that picks up better. And apply that to the lower lash line. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Look how pretty that looks. And part of doing your eyes or whatever is, part of it's playing. You know, I'm gonna take and go back in with that brush. There we go. And that's part of what makes eyeshadow fun, or at least it does for me. I'm gonna go back in with my sponge. This is the BK Beauty sponge. I've been using the same one forever, and just make sure everything looks nice and smooth down there. Let's apply a little bit of mascara. And then we gotta do our inner corner. I didn't even put any eyeliner on today, but I really don't feel like I need it. I'm really, really digging this look though. This is the kind of look that makes me happy. Lots of sparkle, lots of shimmer. It's just what I do. And I tend to pick palettes based on that. So I'm gonna go into the shade Medusa. This is a BK Beauty 207. Kind of broke up my shade a little bit. So that's what it looks like. We're gonna spray it. And the nice thing about their shimmers are they're that nice wet formula. So they work really well. And I think that shade Medusa is good for tying in the green with the orange on top. Okay, let me grab got a little clumpy. Blend it out, because now it looks like I got green tears. That's okay. But, okay, so this is the finished look. What do you think? Let me kind of close my eyes so you can see. I think it's gorgeous. I love everything about this. I'm happy I have this palette. And so far, everything that I have tried from Alien, I really like. So I'm definitely going to continue buying their stuff. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I know today's Tuesday, but yeah, it is what it is. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.